Check that out. And this is a cool day. 89 degrees outside, 74 degrees in here. Oh, you gotta love air conditions, man. Especially on days like today. We've been having a heat wave, and like I say, this is a cool day compared to what it's been. Well, welcome back again, folks, to the house that never sleeps. Got the old Ibanez up here. We're going to open her up today. We're going to enlarge that sound hole. The owner wants it, he's going to make this guitar look as much like Tony Wright's, one of Tony's guitars, as we can. And he wants to enlarge the sound hole. So what we're going to do is cut right around this first ring from the sound hole out. That one right there, the very first ring. We're going to cut that out around there and make a bigger sound hole in it. Let me show you these strings again. Look how the strings are offset from the neck. I hope the camera's getting that. I can't really see it very good, but try to hold it as center as possible. All of the strings are moved over this way. Hope the camera, I wish I could see, I can't see. But they're not center of the neck. That's really weird that they're offset like that. It's like the, it could possibly be the neck angle off from side to side. Or it could be maybe the entire bridge offset just a little bit. I wouldn't think so, but I don't know. It's just, I thought it was weird. Doesn't hurt it playing wise. Now you heard what this guitar sounded like before. I can't play those little strings. But we're going to get into it and enlarge the sound hole, and we're going to do it right now. So I've already got the strings off of it. I already had a mirror down in there and was looking at these braces around to make sure that we're not going to cut into any of the main braces, the X bracing. We definitely do not want to cut into that. And it's all good. It's all good. It's going to, if I cut it out to this first line right here, it's not going to hurt any of the braces whatsoever. Now I think that's about as big as we're going to be able to cut it because the truss rod sticks out right there. But anyways, we're going to get geared up here for this. I'm going to use this, and done a lot of guitars with it. That's why it's got tape all over it, so I can glide right across the wood without, you know, any metal getting to the finish or doing anything to that. So let me be in here a little closer where you can see what's going on. Take a deep breath, and we're going to perform surgery on this. The little Ibanez, I can't remember all those numbers, but you know what it is. So let's do it. Take a deep breath, folks. Ain't no turning back now. Yes, sir. Let me get a little closer than that. It's hard to see down in there. Now, I'm going to start right here, cut into it right up to this line, and I'm going to cut right on that line. So, wish me luck. Let me pull the guitar out here a little bit. There. And here we go. Need something to suck the dust out as I cut. Close to the fretboard again, so I'm going to stop there and come around this side, have a go at it again. That's as far as I can see. Piece of sound hole. Piece of sound hole. Piece of sound hole. Obviously I got to go over all this with sandpaper. Just want to show you all what a guitar that does not need a neck reset on, how a guitar is supposed to look. You're supposed to have the neck perfectly straight, and I don't know if this one is right now or not, but it was straight, pretty well straight with the strings on it. But I showed you this before, but this is a perfect example, taking a straight edge and just coming straight down the center of the fretboard, and you can see the straight edge isn't even touching the bridge. It just glides right over top of it. It's not touching it at all. Not touching it there, not there, and not in the middle. So that's a perfect example of a guitar that is exactly right the way it should be. When you put strings on, tune them up to pitch, there's going to be some deflection right here. This is going to rise, you know, somewhat. All acoustics do it. And when it does rise, you know, it'll probably rise just enough for this straight edge to rest on top of the bridge like that when laid across the plane of the fretboard. Plane of the fretboard has to match the plane of the bridge, or you need a neck reset. But this guitar is perfect. It does not need a neck reset, and I wanted to show you guys that since it was so perfect. Speaking of those strings being offset to the side of the fretboard, I showed it to you. I measured from the side of the guitar here, I measured from this corner right here straight out to the side of the guitar, and it was almost exactly 4 inches. Then I measured from this corner straight off to the side of the guitar here, and it was 1/4 of an inch shorter. The bridge is closer to that side of the guitar than it is this side. I can show you here. Take a straight edge. I'm just laying it against the side of the fretboard here, and if you come back here and look, in the camera just barely. You come back here and look, the straight edge comes right beside of the pinhole, okay, the bridge pinhole. So if I move the straight edge over on this side of the fretboard, I don't know if you can see that or not, there's the pinhole. and there's a good 1/4 of an inch difference. So it's the bridge that's offset and not the neck angle, causing those strings to favor this side more. I showed it to you. You know what I'm talking about. Already checked inside for a brace. Make sure I didn't cut any braces or anything. It's all good. But yeah, man, and maybe you can even see it if I back the camera off here a little bit. I don't know if the camera will get it or not, but there's more room here. There's a 1/4 of an inch more room from right here to the corner of that bridge than there is from right here to the corner of it on this side. 1/4 of an inch difference. It's off pretty bad. I just thought I would show you that. That's very unusual to see that. So there you go, folks. That's the way that I enlarge sound holes in a guitar. This came out pretty decent. You can look around the edges here, how smooth it is. Really came out nice. And there, maybe you can see keep the light from glaring on it. Maybe you can see a better shot of it there. Good size sound hole in that baby now. And as I said, I'm not going to do it on this video, but I will string it up and play it again and not do anything else, and you can hear what the difference in the sound with the little hole and the difference of the big hole that we reamed out. I like reaming out holes. You know, maybe I'm sick or something, but I've always liked that. You guys be honest and admit it, you probably like it too. But I wouldn't recommend anyone doing this to their guitar. I'd recommend you send it to me, let me do it. No, if you do it, be very careful. I mean, have tools you can depend on. I use a real fine tooth blade that will really cut a lot with one motion, you know what I mean? Not a rough, coarse blade, but a real, very fine tooth blade in that saw. And it cuts a good, clean, smooth surface. And then when you hit that with sandpaper, then you're practically done. I do have to seal this around here. I might just dab some lacquer on that. I don't really know yet. I can't remember what I sealed my guitars with. But that needs to be sealed and not left open, that open wood grain right there. Because eventually, if you leave that unsealed and don't put anything on it, you know, elements and moisture and there again skin oil and just shit is going to get into the wood here, and eventually the finish around here will start to chip up and come off, and just funky things will start to happen that you don't want. But there you go, there's the sound hole enlarged. And I don't know what to think about that bridge being off. I don't know if you can, I think I can maybe see it there farther from here to here than it is from here to here. Can you see that? Can't you see it? It really is. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Thumbs up this video and like it. I've got these jackasses that there's about 3 of them that thumbs down every video that I put up. Nearly every single one of them. There's like 3 or 4 guys. I know who a couple of them are. You know, I don't know why people do that, but anyways, thumbs these videos up if you will. Share them and like them. Give them a big old like. And stay tuned, and I'll play this guitar for you again. Like I say, I'll have to check with the owner, see what he wants to do. If he's going to order a new fretboard, he wants the fretboard to look like Tony Rice's, no inlay or markings or anything on it. I told him, I said, I can remove this inlay and fill those holes, sand them down, you know, and it'll look like Tony Rice's. But I think he's thinking about ordering one. He wants us to stick farther down past the hole here than this one does, I think. Because you're not going to be able to cut that hole out any bigger because the truss rod is, I mean, well, I'll show you, you can see it. It's just like right there, man. If you cut any more, the truss rod's going to be in the way. So I don't think you're going to be able to go any bigger around with that hole. But I want to show it to him, see what he thinks. And like I say, he may order a new fretboard, and we just pull this one off you might as well put a two-way adjustable truss rod in it while you got it off. I mean, I would if it was my guitar. You know, it's not a high-end guitar by any means, but if you're going to go to all the trouble taking that fretboard off, you might as well put a nice two-way adjustable truss rod in there while you have it off. But if he does that, I don't know if I'll do that or one of the other techs or luthiers. He's got some other people. Another guy in New York, I think, is going to square the headstock up and make it look like a Martin. The guy just, he wants it to look like Tony Rice's guitar. So that's what we're going to make it look like for him eventually. The pick guard probably will go, probably get the teardrop shaped pick guard and put on it. That's all I can think of right now. I'm going to do an update video about some things on the channel here soon. Comments on Facebook and private messages here on YouTube and emails. If you send me a comment or a message and I don't get back to you for a few days or a week or however, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's no way, baby, there is no way that I can keep up with it anymore. There's just so much traffic to the channel now and activity, and I get bombarded with messages every day. And I've always tried to answer every single one of them, but it's impossible to do. I can sit in there all day long just doing nothing but answering messages, and I'd rather be making videos for you guys or playing guitar or something. But you know, I'll try to answer the ones I can. If it's about a repair on your guitar, I'll definitely answer those. But like I say, it may be a week before I get back to you, so please be patient. And I do read everyone I get. I do read them, and the comments too on my videos, but it's becoming next to impossible to keep up with it all. Look at the subscriber count and watch it and you'll understand why. And I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much for that. Stay tuned, I'm rambling. Cheers to you, my dears. I'll see you on the next one. We'll see what she sounds like. Cheers. I'm out of here. Some of y'all been talking about not enough cue ball fixes. That's what I've been hearing that a lot in the comments and the emails and Facebook messages and YouTube private messages. Not enough cue ball. Everybody needs a cue ball fix. So she's here to tell you that she loves you, I think. Do you love the YouTube family? Well, tell them. Say, look over at the camera and say, I love you. What? How's... Yeah, tell them. I love you. Good. You see her? What? I love you. I love you. Oh, you're getting excited. There you go. Ooh.